Investigator Better Call Harry says if you're pushing overdue medical bills aside, you might want to think again. If they are on your credit report, they will now stay there. Harry is here tonight to clear up what happened after a federal judge threw out a ruling that would have removed $49 billion of medical debt from consumers' credit reports.
I want to start with a positive because all three credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, agreed last year that if you have a medical bill for less than $500, it will not appear on your credit report. That's great news. But for everyone else, last month's decision to keep medical debt on your credit report is sinking in. Why is medical debt such a pain? Because it's unexpected and, according to the federal government's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, it is a bad predictor of paying off a future loan, like a house or a car. But never mind the rule the CFPB finalized in January. It would have removed $49 billion from credit reports. That would have bumped people's credit scores, making it easier to buy a house or a car. So what happened? First, the Trump administration paused the rule for a 60-day review, but there was a lawsuit. Credit and collections groups sued, and they won. Last month, a federal judge canceled that rule, which would have eliminated the debt. While all this was happening, one thing we noticed and are still seeing is how quickly medical providers are handing bills over to collections. Here's how a medical billing expert summed it up.
One of the things that I'm seeing in the Atlanta market is that hospitals are tending to turn over bills to collections sooner, like typically 90 days after the first bill has gone out. That's why it's so important that if you get a bill, that you contact the hospital to try to find out, is the bill accurate? Where is it coming from? Has insurance paid what it's going to pay? So that it stays in that queue as long as possible.
So if you have bills over $500, negotiate the maximum interest-free payment plan that they offer. And mark your calendar so it doesn't go over a year. But don't blow off the smaller bills because anything under $500 is not reported, but you still owe the debt. I'm Better Call Harry. Atlanta News First investigates.